Hello, friends. Welcome, and hello to you, Mossy. Give us this. You got to say more. It's radio. It's not camera. Okay. Now say hello.
Hello.
Absolute clown burger. We're going to paint the rest of this chick. Her name is Candy, and her little mate Cola. But I also painted the Death Drifter. Here he is. Fun guy. And we finished Goth Amy. Fun girl. And so they're both wanderers, and so is this last chick, a wanderer, from the new Wanderers situation. So I'm actually starting with an airbrush. Alexa, airbrush on. Hello, paint liquor. Yes, I would say it's been a productive couple of weeks. Painted the Red Witches, painted the Pariah, painted some Wanderers, and played a full campaign. Pretty good. Pretty good. Don't need that brush. So today I have scheduled myself, or I'm going to finish my video, edit my video together. I don't generally do armor sets. I've got so many models to paint that isn't Kingdom Death. So I only paint narrative sculpts is generally my approach to Survivor models. So I've got a lot of armor sets sitting in my box of shame, unassembled. But I think I think it makes sense too. Whoop. Because there's so many armor sets, and yeah, they're great for representing the actual stuff that you have in the game. But narrative sculpts are generally better. Having said that, the narrative sculpts are better, but the recent armor sets are unreal. And I got the naked bundle with the Oblivion Mosquito, and it's got an armor set in it, which I don't know what it is. I think it might be Screaming Armor or something, and it looks awesome. So I do want to do it eventually. Let's... Honeycomb Weaver, that could be it, yeah. Let's do something I haven't done for a while. Try something like this for a little glaze. Bale Crimson, okay. I made that decision very, very, very early on, and it's probably a decision that I could go back on at some point in the future, because the armor sets in the core Kingdom Death game were rubbish. Respectfully, absolutely rubbish. Yeah. We'll come back to that later, I reckon. Alexa, airbrush off. Thank you. So I decided I was going to paint this chick with pink hair. I think that's right in the story. I think she's got pink hair. I don't know what colour to paint the little guy though. So I'm going to show off some of the models that I've got coming up to paint in the next few weeks. Some are from Kingdoms Forlorn. Which looks fun. And then some are from Kingdom Death. I'll probably do the Kingdom Death ones first, I think. But I've got a lot of models to paint. Nice situation to be in, I suppose. Guild's in this weekend. Not the current weekend that I'm existing in, but next weekend. I'm driving to Sydney. It'll be great. So no stream next Sunday. And I reckon I'm likely to have one next Monday. Yeah. I do that as well, just out of nowhere. Crom, where is the wizard who killed my mother? Still I can recall his terrible gaze. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you. The hell with you. That was made before AI, you know. Oh, I reckon that's just an elbow that I've completely ballsed up. Alright, we'll fix that. He did another one. What was it? It was Predator the musical. I didn't find it as funny. I'm pretty sure he did a Predator the musical. All done before AI too. Yeah, there it is. If it bleeds, we can kill it. There you go.
don't have a beard.
Good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, not as funny. How are we going to do pink hair, Dano? What are we going to do? Why you got one shoe on, girl? Hey, girl. Yeah, Wampa. Hello, mate. She is got a body like an hourglass and it's ticking like a clock. Hello, Top. I've been well, mate. Moved house. Kept painting models. Crush your enemies. See them driven before you. And hear the lamentation of the women. It is springtime. Yeah, we're about to move into some nicer temperatures, which will be good. Where's me pastel blue? Light sea grey. I'll use you, I think. Thank you. Yes. Absolutely on point. And then let's get some pink hair. How pink do we want to go? Do we want to go like old school tentacle pink? Yeah, let's go tentacle pink. Ba, 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 ba. Another day walking in circles. Zoom in a bit more. Did I ever, Topulus? Here he is. Yeah, interesting guy. I'm sure I like the model. Here's Amy. She's cool. I like her a lot. She's a really good survivor, actually. She's, yeah, he's in line with Echoes too. She's perfect, actually. You'll use her in, well, you use her as a Wanderer, but if you didn't want to use her as a Wanderer, she's just a good model with a sword and stuff for early game. Which one's Echoes 2? Is that the one with the Gladiator? Because I've actually got that here. That's on my list to paint next. So that's the chick with the club. That's Hyperlight Drifter. So yeah, pretty much comparable scale. And then this is the Brave, and this chick. She's awesome, by the way. I want to paint her. Look at that shield. Sick. Brave and Hollow. That's like quite a big scale, but that's a sensational model too. And I've got the Mighty Crab Man as well. He's a crab man. What a guy. What a crap man. Lots of little things to clean up on him. Just assembled him. Yeah. It's going long. I've got a man bun these days, mate, but it's out at the moment. Yeah, that's Indomitable Survivor Arlo, maybe. Gains a resource from the King. Indomitable Resource King, which allows you to craft this shield, which has block 4, but more importantly, it's a teleporting thing that lets you put an archway on elsewhere on the board that you can then move through the survivor into the archway, and vice versa. It's going to be a very interesting piece of kit. I do remember how to paint, mate. It might shock you to know that although I was playing board games every night, before I was playing the board games, I was also painting models, which made my girlfriend exceptionally happy. Because all the models that I used in my campaign were painted. So, still on track for guilds, mate. Looking forward to it. Well, I'm glad you appreciate her sacrifice. Do you hear that, Moss? People are appreciative of all of the time you let me spend painting models and toy soldiers. Oh, that's nice. She just said you're welcome. Yeah, so this model is a tiny story that I don't really know all the specifics of, but as I understand it, this model, which is a Wanderer, they created these Wanderers to be little homages to other game companies. So like little support pieces. So this is actually a reference to some other company's game, which I don't know what that game is. But this little guy down here, his name's Cola. He's like the mascot of the other company or something. And yeah, so this was back in 2015 or 2016, whenever it was. Yes, I also have unfortunately put my guilds painting on a hold so that I could paint Kingdom Death stuff. But I've got 3 pieces, I think, or 4 pieces that are pretty good. Yeah, I'm not sure. Was it Super Dungeon Explorer? Yeah, I don't know which one. The Hyperlight Drifter's the same deal. I don't know. As long as they can come up with a reasonably engaging in-game story, I don't really care where they come from. just make my toys fun to play with, and I'll line up and pay whatever amount of money I need to pay. So yeah, I'm teaching a class next weekend at Guilds on painting busts, which should be fun. It's going to be based on a class that I did several years ago now called Bustin' Loose. And in Bustin' Loose, I really focused on the fundamentals and what's different to bust painting to normal painting. So I'm looking forward to that. People who are in that class, hopefully. Excited. Yeah, is that the ones based on the Paizo Pathfinders, the stuff from Pathfinder, the Wayne Reynolds artwork? Is it Wayne Reynolds? Man, I love Wayne Reynolds artwork. Wayne Reynolds was just my absolute favourite artist for the longest time. For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa. If you said goodbye to me tonight, ooh, there would still be music left to write. Ah. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa. Wayne Reynolds. Man, his artwork, epic. I don't think I bought them. I bought pretty much everything, but I don't feel like I didn't buy them. I should go have a look actually. I'm gonna have a look. I need to know. I need it. Dun, 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 dun. Backer kit. Why are you not loading? Stupid internet thing. Let's try that specifically. There we go. You must log in to continue. Where do I log in? Log into your BackerKit account. Log in. Excellent. We're on. We're on like Donkey Kong. Your pledges and surveys. Your surveys. Bum, 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 bum. Super Survivors, Anonymous, which is Aeneas, Death Drifter, Goth Amy, Candy and Cola. Pathfinder's of Death. I did get it. Good for me. Has that got game content? It must have game content if I ordered it, but... Cool. I'm excited. I pray to Crom, grant me revenge. So yeah, I've got a lot of painting ahead of me for Kingdoms Forlorn. One of my rules on my channel is that I don't play with unpainted models. It's a rule that I really like, but it has prevented me in some instances from covering games that I would have liked to cover. Such as Black Rose Wars. I would have liked to have done a playthrough of Black Rose Wars. But there's a lot of figures to paint in that Black Rose Wars box that I have yet to paint. In fact, the number of Black Rose Wars models that I have painted is 0. Great models though. But yeah, for a game like Kingdoms Forlorn, which has lot of models. It's basically committing to not playing it on camera for probably like a month. But on the flip side of that, my games are always painted when I play them, which is cool. Makes me happy. So I'll just do this. Yeah, no, I'll show them off now actually, because I'll just I'll do this bit of the base and then I can show it off. This cut on the base. I've mangled that up. How did you do that, Deno? What's on this brush? Have I got something on this brush? What did I do? Got some glue or something on there. Alright, well that brush is Say Goodbye. It's a shame, that was a good brush. Alright, we'll use this one. Cool. Alright, leave that to dry. So I'll zoom this out a bit. Yeah, so we'll look at the Kingdom's Forlorn figures. So I've got them over here ready to start painting. So there's some Napho little, this is called the Ironcast Dead. So these are just like little skeletons. The downside is all these are the same. There's 10 of them. So I've got to paint 10 guys. I haven't done 10 little rubbish idiots the same for a long time, but that's fine. These are called First Men Warriors. They're like little monkey guys. Yeah, that's right. These models are slightly cooler. These are little rat dudes, so they're not too bad. But what I think I'm going to do with all of these, like little generic dudes, these ones are called Pumpkinhead Monstrosities. They're pretty cool actually. I'm just going to spray them black, airbrush them some light colours, and then do some washes, some contrast paints, and that's it. Paint the base, done. These guys are some little worm dudes. These guys are like ghost warriors. So all of those, I'm just going to do super basic. This chick's called a winged monstrosity. So none of these models are like really great right now. They're just sort of okay. I don't know what that guy is. But then you get into some of the bigger models, and they are actually awesome. So this guy's in ATO you could turn into a god form, like Ares and Zeus or whatever. And in Kingdoms Forlorn, which has a lot of similarities, these are saints. So you can turn into a saint of something. I don't know the names of the saints. But yeah, it's got a very dark side. What's that other game? Silent Hill? Is that? This is a very Silent Hill-esque faces and stuff. This guy's pretty cool. Yeah, so the small models, I'm just going to do super quick, easy stuff. But with the airbrush, it still looks great. Yeah, this one's mad. And this is the last saint. Sensational. So they're great, the saints. And then these are like the bosses. So in the game you have two different types of battles. You can fight against mobs, which are just like just lots of little dudes. But then you have the boss battles like King of Death. So That guy's sick. This guy's a white ape. Sick. Look at him. He's like a cave troll. We have a cave troll. Awesome. This one's just crazy. This is called the Puppet King. Why does he look like this, you say? Well, that's because there's a giant hand controlling him. I think that's cool. That's a sick model. This is some demon thing. Also sick. Like a Medusa. This is the Egg Knight. Cool model. And this is called the Knight of the Fen. He climbs up out of the muck. Yeah, so all these models are sick, and all the little ones are just like, yeah, that's okay. And then there's two big dragons. One of which I like, and one of which I'm uncertain on. Sorry, Ellie. So this is a big like steel dragon guy. Panzer Dragon, I think is his name. So he's covered in like armor, which is cool. But then the other one, which I'm not sure on, is called the Toad Dragon of the Fens. Look at him, he's got a big fat guzzer. Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool actually. I like it. Yeah, cool. So those are stuff I want to paint. And then from Kingdom Death, I've got all of the Survivors of Death Volume 2. I've got the new Survivor Arlo. I've got the Snow the Saviour. I've got Echoes of Death 2, which is the only Echoes one I haven't got painted. And then this, and the little Summer or the Lucy with the throwing star. My hand looks funny when I do that. Yeah, nice models. So it'll be good to paint them and get them started. I'm just trying to decide if I start playing it now, just to get my head in the game, literally, or if I maybe pull out another game to start playing while I paint. Well, that's right, Tom. That's exactly right, mate. Thanks, Carl the Pug. I appreciate you. So yeah, finished my campaign yesterday of all the new content, with the exception of Wanderers. Only played one Wanderer. And yeah, I don't think I could be more excited for new Kingdom Death content than I am right now. Their design, ethos and philosophy, way they approach things now, it's just really awesome. Haha, I can do you one better, mate. How about I go and grab it and I can show it to you right now. This is the advantage of coming to watch me live stream. You can ask me questions and I can do stuff like that. Let's finish this little bit of pink and then I'll go grab it. My dog has fallen asleep underneath my painting my gaming table. Okay, here's the lonely tree. So I think I feel like I did this on stream actually. So you can actually go and see the finished or the process of painting on stream. I'm like 90% sure I did it on stream. Yeah, and I gave it a circle base. Yeah. Which makes me much happier, by the way, having a circle base. There's a bone axe. You can get a bone axe off it. Thank you. Yes. No, I'm pretty happy with it. It's crazy what cool stuff you can do with contrast paints when you sort of just do some preliminary work underneath. And then here's the lonely lady, by the way. And I'd remind you that if you are painting the tree, that you should also paint the lonely lady, because in upcoming stuff, you're going to need to use her as well. I believe she is actually going to have a in-game function. Campaigns of death. I really like the tree. I played it in that campaign just gone, and I went and hunted it, and it was awesome. It's a cool fight. It's one of the most risk-reward mechanics that the game has, because you have very few rewards from it unless you're willing to leave little lonely fruit out on the board. But leaving lonely fruit out on the board means that the buffhead hits much, much more powerfully, and if you pull the trap, the fruit explodes. Because he's got a mechanic where the tree has a mechanic where its power increases based on the number of fruit that are out on the board. And at the end of the showdown, you get basic resources equal to the amount of fruit on the board. So it's a really great dynamic where you're just trying to make sure you get as much value out of the showdown as you can, but you're running the risk of the tree exploding and doing huge damage. So it's a great fight. I love it. Manhunter, also a wonderful fight. He's really great. I was actually thinking about Manhunter this morning. I was reading a thing in the Kingdom Death Discord about Manhunter, and I was like, I really like that guy. Yes, whenever we get the COD, we await the COD. It's an overwhelming thing to try and explain to someone all of the expansions and content that's available for this game. It's absolutely overwhelming. And the way that we've been conditioned with FOMO, thanks to Kickstarter, People are like, I need all the content, but I swear, the amount of people that have played all the content in this game, like literally all the content, would be a very small number. And for the record, I do not include myself in that list because I am yet to play People of the Skull, People of the Bloom. I've done a Twilight Night in Training, and I've done a People of the Seven. Seven Swordsmen. And there's many gear items I have not used or crafted. So yeah. Play with your toys. Have fun. Yeah, it is going to get more and more complicated. That is an absolute concrete fact. But I hope that Campaigns of Death will just alleviate that slightly, maybe, and like make it a little bit more accessible. Maybe. What else could I do? Yeah, I really hope that the 5-year campaigns are accessible. I love the Squire campaign. I think it's a great piece of content. I don't think it's accessible for most people. It's a very challenging campaign. But it would be cool to have just a little sampler, a little, hey, this is what this game is about. Come and try it. A little 5-year campaign could be fun. The issue then, though, is that if that becomes the default way to play, then you miss out on so much of the content that's already been created. Yeah, I'm very excited for the Dung Beetle Baron, the Super Butcher, whatever he is, whatever his name is, Butcher, Ultimate Butcher, don't know. Are we getting Nucalope this Black Friday too? Ancient Butcher, thanks, Top. Are we getting Nucalope? Giddy up if we are. If Nucalope does to the Screaming Antelope what Jiggerline did for the White Lion, giddy up. Yes, I think there was not full confirmation, but I think it was talked about that Nucalope, barbarism were coming this Black Friday. Look at how badly I've done that face. Look at what I did to that face. That is an absolute mangling of those eyes. Quarry or Nemesis. I'll do one for each. My favourite quarry, from a showdown perspective, is probably the Dung Beetle Knight. From a painting perspective, maybe Gorm. He was a really fun paint job. Interesting paint job. Dragon King was good. Sunstalker was good. Croc was good. I think the Croc is the peak of the current content in terms of figure, in terms of showdown, in terms of gear, in terms of like how dynamic it is. It's just an absolute star. The Croc is probably the best released piece of content the game has to offer. Nemesis monster, Black Knight, hands down, incredible showdown, incredible figure. Most of the Nemesis monsters are kind of boring figures, but I will say the Red Witches may take that title in time. May. Yeah, Spidicules, it's a big paint. Tough without an airbrush. The conversion. Hello there, Sebastian. Minimancer, my man. Yeah, if you haven't done the conversion like I did on my Spider, it's even more challenging to paint. It's such an awkward model. G'day, Mose. Yeah, so by using the conversion where the legs are pinned in place, it just made that paint job a lot easier. Top's probably got access to that photo quicker than I do. And even if I was to grab that out of the cabinet, it would not fit in the camera shot. I know Top's got a picture of it on speed dial because he always quotes it in the Discord. Please do, mate. Go Crimson. See a lot of people wearing those shirts, actually. It's great. Got the rules pack coming out soon. Finalised it the other day. Booked me accommodation. Booked me car hire. Let's get ready to rumble. Look at Top. My man. It's actually not a difficult conversion to do either. So the extent of it is cut the legs on a couple of them, pin, rebend, and you just use a hairdryer and it allows you to bend the legs. And then you affix those legs to the column. And that also provides it more stability. And then I used a giant piece of rock along with some weights underneath the base pretty hard to knock it over. And because I've got a big flat rock down the bottom, you can use that in the game to represent the actual spaces that the Spidercules takes up. Yeah, try not to burn your finger. That's a good advice. Alright, let's see if I can not mangle these eyes like I did the other one. Yeah, it's a fun model. Once you finish painting it, it's more fun. Yeah, it's exciting. Nova should be a good time this year. Vercos are out in force, I think, at Nova, which is great. Is it on the same weekend as Guilds, is it? That's fun. I didn't know that. Come on, Deno. Get your shit together. We've got to get your shit together. Cool. Yeah, our Labor Day falls on a different day for us. Alright, so let's do some metal bits, I guess. Let's do this little dickhead. Mahogany. I bought a new cabinet for the Ivory Dragon. I bought a cabinet that was big enough to hold it. I actually posted some photos of my cabinet in the Discord last night. Which I'll share right now, because I love taking photos of my cabinet. Orc Mercenary, Dungeon Friends, Sienna. I don't think I'm bringing the historical guy. I only put in for 4. So yeah, it's Orcs, it's the Pig Orc, Dungeon Friends, Sienna, and the diorama. I think I only got 4. So I'm pretty happy with those. I need to do a bit more work on Sienna, which I'll try and do this week. And if I don't, that's fine. What was I going to look up? Oh, the Discord, my pictures. hobby, 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 hobby. Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my turn around. Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you'd only hold me tight, you'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the night. And a shadow on me all of the time. Don't know what to do, I'm all lost in the dark. I'm living in a powder cake but giving off sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start, yeah. I'll bring that up the top. Yep, so that's me Kingdom Death cabinet. One shelf of it. It's got it's got a lot of toys. You've got the Nightmare Ram over there, which hasn't come out yet, and the Sparrow Goblin. The Oblivion Mosquito is also on a shelf above that because it doesn't fit on there. But we added the Witches, we added the Pariah. He's over next to his mate the Butcher. Same nodes hanging out together. Yeah, the ladies in red. Ladies in red are dancing with me. And then we've also got the second shelf, which is this one. And this is the one that I'm working on the most. So I got lots of little. So yeah, I'm trying to do them in groups of 4, and then the individual Indomitable Survivors. So yeah, Survivors of Death 1 up the top right, Jigalion Vignette, and then Black Knight, Squire's Campaign, and then below that is Echoes 3, and then beside that is Echoes 1, and then the 10th Anniversary Survivors, and then 15th Anniversary Survivors, and Glow, and the Kalenian Butcher Vignette, and then Echoes 4, and then all of me Indomitables, all me Wanderers, and then all my little individual models. But I've still got so many narrative sculpts from Gambler's Chest, as you can see, as well as all the new stuff that I added in the last couple of days, which is Survivors 2, Snow, and stuff. So it's just a nice little thing to try and work towards, I think. Just keep. They were cheap as, mate. I got them from Amazon. They were only like $10. I commented on one of your pieces recently that I thought was excellent. I don't recall which one it was, but whatever it was, it just showed, once again, the value of practice. It's like basically the only thing you need to do to become a great painter is practice. Yourself, Top, JC, Cragzog, all examples of people who just put in the time, and because you did that, you reap the rewards. Yeah, I don't know about this little guy. I don't know anything about him in the story yet, so fucking toughs. Eva, 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 let your hair hang down. Oh, let your hair hang down. Let your hair hang down. You got the body of a woman, but burn a little letter. Gonna make it lose my breath. Gonna hit the town. Come on, boy, you know there ain't no time to mess around. Eva, Eva, let your hair hang down. Oh, let your hair hang down. Let your hair hang down. Just always, oh, look at that right hand eye. We'll just fix that slightly, because that's an absolute Barry Crocker. I don't know what this weapon is, but it looks very cool. It's like, I think it's a guitar. She's got sparkly metal clothes on, by the way. Sounds like Moss is on the warpath. Get in. You what? Oh, cool. What time? Cool. Yeah. Rock on. Hey, rock and roll, rock on. I sing way too much. My friends on a Tuesday night that I play board games with, they are absolutely sick of the singing. Sick to death of it. No, mate, trust me, it's excessive. Anyway, this brings to a close my painting of the expansions or the remastered Wave 1, which is just releasing now. Lots of people getting it. And I hopefully will be finishing my painting red video in the next day or so. I'm going to release a giveaway. I got a copy of the Red Witches to give away. So, any suggestions for what I should do for my giveaway? Like, I don't really know how to do giveaways. I'm not very good. How do people normally do it? Is it just like, comment, and share or something like that? Or comment and share the video or stuff like that? What are you supposed to do these days? Like, comment, subscribe. So I've actually made this decision consciously, right? And I know it's harmed my my channel, as it were. I hate it. I hate it when people just constantly say, like the channel, subscribe to the content, do all the stuff. It just drives me mental. It's like, mate, I'm here. You got me. If you do something that's great, I'll do exactly that. I'll share it. I'll tell my mates, you got to watch his channel, it's great. The fact that you're telling me to do it pisses me off. Stop forcing shit down my throat. Just make your cool stuff, and if it's cool, I'll keep watching it, and I'll tell people about it. So anyway, this is an idiosyncrasy of mine. And so I basically don't ever say, you should subscribe to the channel, my channel. You should comment down below, like the video, click the bell button, and you're actually supposed to, like, I'm confident that the data suggests that people that do that gain an increase in those things. I believe the marketing term is it's a call to action. But I hate it. I hate people that do it. So my channel has just grown organically over the last X years, long time, without me ever telling people to like, subscribe, and so on. My loss. But anyway, the reason I say that is because I just don't know how to do stuff like sign up and do a thing. Jolene. So yeah, do you just randomly draw it from people who've liked the video or commented on the video? Oh, Ellie, you were awake.
Hi, beautiful. We have some visitors.
Dogs as well?
Hope so.
Cool.
Some
Okay. Jolene. It's a good call, Xtab. It's a good call. Charisma. Some people are gifted with it. Some people aren't. Let me give you a wonderful tip that has served me well in painting board game figures. The base, although it's an important component, it's also a component that you can spend too much time on. Way too much. So, pick a basic colour that you want your base to be. Do a wash. I like to combine 2 washes. And that's it. And then your base looks absolutely sick. And you're done. You don't have to do any more shit. I highly, highly recommend it. Please stay. I want you, I need you, hold on. These beautiful things that I've done. Oh, where is me fucking gore grunter fur? There you are, you little pest. All right. Well done, Wampa. How'd the hardware store trip go? Ah, yes. The old service. I meant to mention this to you next time I saw you, Wampa. I popped into one of your streams a few months ago. You were playing a game called Slay the Spire. I love Slay the Spire, so I watched you play Slay the Spire for a little bit. You were playing on Ascension level 8 maybe, and you got absolutely smoked. So there you go. It is a great game. Yeah, it's a really great game. They made a board game version of it, which I've not played, but everyone talks about how good it is, and I think to myself, I don't want to play that game as a board game. Thank you. I'll just play the digital version, because then I don't have to do anything, and I just get to enjoy it. So, yeah. I was going to comment, and then I thought, no, I won't do that. I'll just leave it. I'll just add to the view count. So the reason that people recommend it is because the board game adds multiplayer to it. And that is not something that appeals to me. Boot, scoot, and boogie. Alright, so now we can do the stuff that will hopefully make this look good. Alexa, airbrush on. Arkham Horror is a wonderful board game, yes. Yeah, I had a friend, so a great friend of mine, Sheldon. I played with board games with him quite a lot on a Monday night. We played through a Kingdom Death campaign together, and then we also did a about half of a Gloomhaven campaign. We played a shit ton of Spirit Island, and we've played 2 Arkham Horror campaigns, and it's been great. But one of the reasons why I liked it is because I would just rock up at his house, and then the Arkham Horror would be set up and ready to go, and I would just have my little deck. I was playing a chick who's from the start, I think. She's really good with guns. Jenny, is it Jenny? 2 pistols, got lots of cash. She's the green chick archetype. Anyway, people that have played Arkham Horror might know, or they might not know. Anyway, yeah. And apparently it would take him like 20 minutes to set up for the game, which is a lot. I need your love, God's be your love to me. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch. A long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly. Time can do so much. Alexa, airbrush off. Are you still mine? I need your love. I've hunger for your touch. I don't know if you can hear it, but Mossy's playing music in the background, which is why I'm singing all sorts of weird songs. She just played Jolene from Dolly Parton. You're gonna have to do that. That's like a little bit of strapping. Alright, Paint Liquor, thanks for all of your support over the campaign and all of the last few streams, you superstar. Appreciate you. Did I buy a tank? What tank would I bought? Oh yeah, I did too. Yeah, so I went to the show and I walked around, and one of the things that always holds me back with buying a tank is just they look like they're so complicated to assemble. And it's the same with Gundam. I was like really keen to buy a Gundam, and so I spent a fair bit of time like walking around those stands, and there wasn't any that looked interesting and easy to assemble. So I did not end up buying a tank. I actually didn't end up buying anything. I normally buy a few things from Juddo. He's normally got a historical piece that I can paint for next year. I didn't buy any this year. Which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I'd like to. I'd really like to do some historical stuff. Like, one of my favourite YouTube channels is Night Shift, and he's just like a fiend for historical stuff, and he spends fucking hours and hours and hours doing stuff on these little tanks that I would never in a million years do. Like, he's got this technique where he uses putty to replicate welding, and he uses it to fill gaps instead of like just using PVA glue like a normal person. He uses this thing to make it look like it's been welded, and then yeah, he just spends so much time doing all sorts of crazy stuff. I love it. I love Night Shift. Absolute animal. So I really want to do something like that, but it's not really aligned with my values in terms of painting. Alright, so we just need to paint these little bottles because these bottles are a part of her story. I don't actually know anything about it yet, but she's like drinking from these bottles, I think. No, Mana Man, I'm doing very well and I appreciate you. How are you doing? Know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You got to count your money when you're sitting by the table, when the dealing's done. Look, that in itself is something that we can appreciate and be treasured every day. Every day is a wonderful opportunity to see new Kingdom Death toys, to paint new models, to breathe in the beautiful fresh air. Nope, it's just you. I've got 0 drop frames. Shiny. Got to make sure you paint the feet. The fans love the feet. Alright. So this will be the final Wanderer released to date. Do we have any more Wanderers coming? Does anyone know? I'm not sure if we do. I hope we do. I think they're great little mechanics. The first one left a little bit to be desired, a little luck. But his only real issue was the moment that he arrived, it was too late for anything really interesting to happen. But these ones are great. If you're gonna play the game, boy, gotta play it right. Alright, I reckon we'll stick a bit of grass on and she will be very close to done. Bit of grass, bit of grass. That's too much grass. Yeah, I hope they do some straight to store ones in the future. Uh-oh. Good save, Dano. Good save. Didn't get any on your hands. Well done. We'll have to go on the top, I reckon. That's too big as well. Isn't this world a crazy place? Give little Drifter guy one as well. There you go, Drifter. Just so you don't feel left out. My man, my man. He's supposed to have like special lighting on the floor. Shan't be happening. Shan't be happening. Alright, well I reckon that'll do us for today, friends. I was maybe gonna get into this chick, but no, I think we'll tap it up there. She's great. She's the Phoenix kind of Indomitable Survivor before they were Indomitable Survivors, but yeah. That is annoying me now, that little line. I might need to fill that with PVA. Oh yeah, I love it. Look at her face. What an awesome face. Please do. I'm keen to see them, and I'm also keen to see you, Sebastian, anytime. She's so pretty, my head is spinning. Cool, look at her. Little candy and cola. No, we don't need to worry about the mould line and the bowstring. Don't be ridiculous. I might get it. We'll see. And now, to make these look like bottles of liquid, all we need to do is some little sparklies. Boop, boop. Alright, so I am back tomorrow, and I think it will be us getting into Kingdoms Forlorn. So, look forward to seeing you then. However, next weekend is Guilds In, and so I will not be back next weekend. But keep your eye out on my YouTube channel for that video giveaway thing. If you want a copy of the Red Witches sent your way, all you're going to have to do is like, subscribe to the channel. Call to action. Make it happen. Alright, friends. I'll see you. I'm so good at this YouTube malarkey, aren't I? I'll see you all tomorrow. And that's it. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Sunday, my American friends, which is tomorrow.